Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm still Jennifer, and this is my channel. So I asked a while back on Instagram if anybody had any questions for me, and I asked them to leave those questions in the comment, and then in the comment section in the form of a comment, and then I would answer those questions for them in an upcoming video here on YouTube. So I'm going to do that today. It's been a while since I asked that. It's been probably about a week now, so I figured it was time to make that video so I can get it posted. I'm sure that they're wondering why I haven't answered their questions, or maybe they forgot about it. I don't know. So I have a front and the back of a piece of paper full of questions, so we're going to answer those. I have my Diet A&W root beer with my fancy straw, so we're going to just answer some questions today. So the first question was from Monique B114, and Monique asked, what did you do for work before YouTube? She asked also, will you be decorating for fall? As far as working before YouTube, I don't really consider YouTube working. It's definitely an income, which is helpful, but as far as working in the past, I have not had like what most people would say a career. I did do babysitting for 15 years, and that was a pretty difficult job sometimes. Watching children is not an easy thing. I watched 3 different children, and a couple of them I did a couple at a time. So it was, for me, it was a little difficult. I love children. I've never been in the position that I've wanted a child of my own. Maybe when I was real young I did, but as I got to be an adult, I never really had that wanting to be a parent thing. I love children and I love to be around them, but I also like it when they go home and I can give them back. So that's something that, and that is what I did. I also worked part-time for, actually it was not a very long time, but I worked part-time for a local health clinic, and I worked from my home. I did patient prescriptions. I transcribed them from a voice answering service to a computer to put into their pharmacy for prescription refills. I did that for about 5 years. That was just part-time. And I think that's it. I've sold Avon a few times, but nothing major. And I am not happy about that. I wasted a lot of my life that I could have made something for myself, but it's never too late, and I'm going to keep trying for the future to get somewhere and to do something that I enjoy in life. And then she also asked, will you be decorating for fall? Yes, I will be decorating for fall. I'm going to wait until next week because Monday is the official start for fall, and then I'm going to decorate with some stuff, and I will show you my decorations. I don't go overboard and like get a ton of stuff, but I will show you what I get when I get it. And the next question, it's her full name, and I don't know if she wants me to say her full name on here, but her name is Beverly, and that's a really cool name because that was my mom and my grandma's first name. And Beverly asks, what state will you be moving to? There's a few people that asked about my move. I'm not sure if I'm going to be moving out of state. It's still pretty up in the air right now. I'm at least going to be going out of the state for a while at the end of the year. Whether I stay out of the state for long term, that's up in the air. But that state would be Texas. So that would be the direction of my travels. Like I said, it's still up in the air, and I'm going to leave it in God's hands. I've been praying about it, and if that is what He has me to do, and that is what is in His will, then that's where I'll be going. If not, I'll be probably moving somewhere within the city, but I just kind of want out of where I'm at right now. I'm not particularly happy with I love my apartment, and I have some wonderful friends that live here. But there's just a lot going on that is not the greatest of situations in my apartment building. So that is that. The next question comes from Homeschool Harry. Homeschool Harry. And they ask, are you out of the 520s? And they also said that they are down 9.5 pounds in 2 weeks. That is amazing, and congratulations to you. And at the time when I posted this for people to ask questions, I hadn't posted a update video on my weight, so that's probably why they didn't know that I was still in the 520s. Until today, I'm 518. So yes, I'm out of the 520s, and congratulations to you on your weight loss. That's wonderful. And the next one comes from, I'm not sure how you say this name. It's Chef, GRL Angel. I'm pretty sure that's right. Have you lost any weight doing keto, and how long have you been on keto? I have lost weight on keto. I've lost about 35 pounds on keto so far doing keto. I've lost a total of close to 70 pounds from my highest in 2019, but on keto itself, about 38 pounds. And I've been on keto. I was low carb in July. I was doing, I was cutting my carbs down for the month of July. I think in the middle of July is when I started keto for the first time. Then I had to go to the hospital. I used all kinds of excuses and I got off of keto. And then when I got out of the hospital and then got myself back into the mode of losing weight, I started again. So this time I've been doing keto since July 30th, and I love it. I posted earlier that I no longer consider keto a diet. I consider it a lifestyle because it has changed my life so much, and I am so grateful for this new direction my life has taken. It's definitely changed my life. The next question comes from Tucker's mom. And Tucker's mom asks, do you have someone special in your life or a love interest? I could answer that's complicated. I do love someone, and someone loves me. It's very complicated. We both have addictions that we're fighting with, struggling with, and I don't think that two people can actually be together and be happy and be in a healthy relationship until they're healthy themselves. So that's what I'm working towards, is making myself healthy, and whether I end up with that person or someone else, or if I don't end up with anyone ever, that's okay too. But I'm not looking for anyone. Like I said, I love the person that is in my life right now, and I wasn't looking for him when I came across him, when our paths crossed, and it was a very much God thing that we met and our lives intersected. I'm going to try not to cry. I get emotional. But yes, there is somebody special in my life. He is very special to me. The next question is from Mitz and Amber's mom. Mitz and Amber's mom asks, how are you doing? And are you moving out of state or the same state? I answered that question. So Mitz and Amber's mom asked how I'm doing. I'm doing really well today. I am very happy with my weight loss. I'm very excited to be moving forward. I'm being able to tell the difference in my clothes and my body and in my energy and how I'm feeling. So I'm doing really well today. My medicine seems to be working. So all in all, I'm doing really good. So thank you for asking that. Not many people think to ask that. I know I don't usually, when someone asks for questions, I don't usually think to ask that question, and that means a lot that somebody cares enough to ask how you're doing. So thank you. The next question is from Dodger Love 1, I'm sorry. And Dodger Lover 1 asks, what is your zodiac sign? I am a Scorpio. I was born October 26th, 1975, and that makes me a Scorpio. I am definitely all the traits of a Scorpio, for sure. Jennabug12 asks, if you could go back and give yourself, your teenage self, one word of advice, what would it be? And she also asked if I could go back to daily uploads. I think I'm going to be going back to daily uploads, if not daily, every other day. We'll see how it goes. I can't promise, but as for now, I think maybe daily uploads are in the future again. As far as going back to tell my teenage self something, I would definitely tell myself, this too shall pass. And that is a phrase that I grew up hearing. So it's not something that I never heard when I was younger, but it's something that I didn't like hearing. My mom said that all the time, this too shall pass. And I used to tell her, oh, Mom, that's so morbid, don't say that. And I didn't really understand the meaning of it. And because that is my favorite word of advice, and because my mom said it, I got a ring. You probably can't see it, but it says, this too shall pass. So that's the ring I wear on my finger all the time to remind me that nothing is forever. As I'm going to start to cry again. I'm emotional. As hard as life may be, and in times of struggle, and as dark as it seems at times, nothing will last forever, and it'll always get better, and then things will get worse again. But it's ever changing, and things will pass, and people will pass. People come, people go. Circumstances always change. So you have to hold on, and kind of like learn to blow in the breeze, and know that the struggle is worth it, and you learn from the struggle. No matter how many times you struggle with the same thing, you always learn something. And I believe that is our soul's purpose here on earth, is we're here to learn a lesson. And I think sometimes the things that we struggle with over and over and over again is what we're sent here to learn. And there's always a lesson in it. So that's what I would tell my teenage self. And I would tell my teenage self to listen to myself and listen to my mom when she said, this too shall pass, because it will pass. All right, let me turn the page and go on to the next question. Take a sip break. All right, the next question is from my dear friend Keto Mama, Nasine. And if you haven't checked Nasine out, if you don't know who Keto Mama is, you definitely should know who she is. She is Keto Mama Nasine. I think that's her YouTube name. If you type in Keto Mama, or I'll leave a link to her channel in the description below. She is living the keto lifestyle and doing so well at it. She does everything keto, from delicious truffles to keto grocery hauls, keto recipes, everything keto. So definitely check her out if you haven't. And Keto Mama asks me, she says, how do you like keto so far? I love it. I don't know why I resisted it for so long. When I very first heard about it, I was totally against it. I didn't want anything to do with it. I know quite a few of you guys out there had suggested it to me, and I was very closed-minded about it. And I wish I would have just been more open-minded and tried it sooner, because it has changed my life. And you get to eat good food and still lose weight. Who thought I could eat cinnamon roll truffles and still lose weight? I mean, I know the truffles aren't an actual cinnamon roll, but when you put the cream cheese icing on it, it tastes pretty much just like a cinnamon roll. I've had Oreo truffle. I can eat bacon and hamburgers. Can't have the bun, but when you put it on a truffle, or just eat the hamburger plain, that's a pretty good life when you can do that. So I am loving it. Of course I miss my pizza and my french fries and my potatoes and my pasta, but you have to take the good with the bad and know that if I do want to have that someday, it's not that I can't have it. It's just I'm choosing not to have it because I want to live a healthier, better life for myself. Okay, so the next question is from Undercover Plant Lover, and Undercover Plant Lover wants to know, will you have surgery as soon as you can, and if so, when? And I don't know if I'll have surgery as soon as I can. Once I get to, and the surgery she's talking about, for people who are new to my channel and don't know, I have stage 1 uterine cancer that is being treated right now, with a IUD. My IUD has come out, so I no longer have that. And the IUD was put in to stop the progression of the cancer. It doesn't stop the spread of it if it was to spread to other areas, but it stops the uterine cancer from progressing to past any stage that when you have it put in. A lot of younger people are opting for that are still in childbearing years, because if they want to have children and they don't want a hysterectomy, so they put the IUD in until they're ready to have children. They have their child, and then they either have it put back in if they want to have more, or then they have a hysterectomy at that time. It's a fairly new thing. There's new studies just in the recent few years, so it's seemed to have worked so far. I have not progressed any further, and I'm still pretty much symptomatic. So I don't know, back to the question, I don't know if I'll have surgery right when I can. I have to have an MRI. Once I hit 500 pounds, below 500, I can have an MRI, and then the MRI will let them know how advanced, where all this cancer is located at, if it's just contained to my uterus, if it's into the muscles of my uterus, or what the options are. It will give them more answers, because without the MRI, my doctor had to just guess as far as my symptoms and what the Pap test come back as. That's how she staged me, because without an MRI or surgery, you can't really stage someone. So I'll have the MRI, and then we'll go from there, whether I'm going to have radiation at that time, and at that time a device would be implanted in my uterus, and then I'd receive radiation through that, or if I would just wait until I lose more weight and then have the hysterectomy at that time. She said the heaviest she's operated on was 465 pounds, and that depends on how your fat is distributed on your body, how much pressure it puts on your chest when you're under anesthesia to breathe, because it's not safe, of course. The more you weigh, the more dangerous surgery is, and I definitely don't want to that's why they're not operating on me at this time, is because it would be more dangerous to put me under anesthesia at this weight than it is to just treat me with an IUD. So as soon as I get under 500 pounds, as soon as I get to 465, so hopefully soon, very soon. The next question comes from Jennifer Coldflower, and no, I'm sorry, did I say Jennifer? I meant Jessica Coldflower. Jessica Coldflower asks, who was your first crush? And I was trying to, when I wrote this question down, I was trying to remember who my first crush was. I had 3 crushes. I was always boy crazy, as far as a little kid could go. And that was in kindergarten. I had 3 crushes in kindergarten. But I think my very first crush, his name was Jason, and he was, I thought at the time, I guess my little 4-year-old self, because I was 4 when I started kindergarten, my 4-year-old self thought he was just like the moon and the stars. He had blonde hair, blue eyes, and buck teeth. And I can't remember much about him, I don't know why I liked him so well, but I can remember my kindergarten room had a door on it that led to the outside, and it had a window. And I would always take my mom up to the door and look in the window, and I'd be like, Mom, there he is, there's Jason, that's him. And my mom would just be like, oh, he's cute, or I don't know what my mom said actually, but the only thing I can remember about him is we had a school Christmas play when I was in kindergarten, and our class had to dress up like elves. And I remember him, the night of our performance, we went to put on we had tights. Some kids wore the green tights, some kids wore red tights, and he cried and sobbed because he didn't want to wear tights because he thought they were for girls. So that's the only thing I can remember about him. I don't think I went to school with him after kindergarten. I don't remember him in any other grades. I think he might have went to a private school after that. But I did see him in high school, and I didn't see why I thought he was anything. But that's no offense to him at all. But it was a kindergarten thing. Then there was another kid that I had a crush on, that he was older than me in an older grade, and I thought he was just the moon and the stars, and I had a crush on him for all the way from kindergarten until I was an adult. So Yeah. And not now, but into early adulthood, I had a crush on him. So that is that. And Jessica also asks, do you want to date? Sure, I'd like to date. There's somebody that I love that I want to date. I wish he lived here so I could date him, so we could do things. I'm not in any hurry to date. I just like to go out and have fun in general, not necessarily date, because I'm interested more in fixing myself than going through that whole drama of breakups, finding boyfriends, losing boyfriends. That's just more drama in my life that I don't need. My life is a big enough mess, and I have enough to deal with without having to worry about the drama of dating. So, but if that person was with me that I love, yes, I would love to go on dates with him. And Jessica also asks, why are you so lovely? How are you so lovely? Thank you so much, Jessica. That's very sweet of you. I don't really think I'm that lovely, and I think a lot of people would agree that I'm not that lovely, but thank you for thinking so, and I appreciate that so much. The next question comes from another Jess. Probably her name is Jessica as well, but her username is Jess Ever After, and I really like that. I wish I could steal that and make my name Jen Ever After, but I don't want to copy someone, so I'm not going to do that. But I love that name. So, and Jess asks, what is your favorite keto food besides truffles? And we all know that I love my truffles. I love my truffles a lot. Let me show you what my favorite food is, keto food is besides truffles. Hang on, I'll be right back and I will show you. Okay, so my favorite keto food is by Diabetic Kitchen. It's called the Cinnamon Pecan Granola Cereal. And as you can see, I need to buy some more. I bought this on Amazon and it is delicious. It is 3 net carbs. It's gluten-free, GMO-free, 5 grams of fiber, and there's no added sugar. And for 1/3 of a cup, there's 160 calories, 14 grams of fat, and like I said, 3 grams of carbs. And the ingredients in it are very clean and very good. It's sliced almonds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pecans, chicory root fiber, coconut chips, puffed brown rice, organic coconut oil, natural flavor, cinnamon, organic stevia extract, and monk fruit extract. And I really love this. I saw Keto Diamond, and if you don't know Keto Diamond, you definitely should. She knows everything there is to know about keto, and I have learned a lot from her. I will also leave her channel name in the description below. I saw she eats hers just as a bowl of cereal with some almond milk. I haven't tried that, but I think I'm going to tomorrow with what I have left. But I like to put mine over yogurt. I get the too sweet, too kind. Oh my gosh, what kind is that yogurt? Well, you guys know the yogurt, there's 3 grams of carbs, it's low sugar. And I get that, and then I put this over top of it, and then I put some coconut flakes and some raspberries, and then drizzle it with some of the Walden Farms sugar-free chocolate syrup and make it like a little sundae. And so that is my favorite. Also, another one of my favorites is that I don't have, that I'm going to get some more of, is the by High Key, and they're the peanut butter cookies. They're little tiny cookies, and they're kind of expensive, but they're delicious. I got them on Amazon. I don't know if you can actually buy them in a store anywhere, but I got mine on Amazon, and they are delicious. So those are my favorite keto foods, besides bacon. Bacon is my favorite too. The next question comes from Terry in Cali, and Terry wants to know, what outfit do you look forward to wearing once you lose weight? And I don't have a picture of it right now, but I had saved a picture of it, and if I can find it, I'll insert it here. And if not, then you won't see it, but it's like a jogging suit. There's like the windbreaker kind of pants with a zip-up jacket and a tank top. I just thought it was so cute, and once I lose enough weight, it comes in, it's a woman within, but still it wasn't in my size. But once I lose enough weight, that is definitely going to be one of my goal outfits that I cannot wait to get. The next question comes from Kayla Jane 31. And Kayla Jane asks, what is my ultimate goal and what is my ultimate goal weight? My ultimate goal on my journey is to just be healthier than I am now, be more mobile, and be happier. I don't really have a goal weight in mind, although I would love to say I was under 200 pounds. I would love to be 199 pounds at least, just to say that I was under 200 for once in my adult life. But I am not losing weight for any kind of cosmetic reasons. I don't really care how I look. I mean, I care how I look. I want to, my appearance, I want to look put together, and I don't want to look, unkept. And I want to look kind of good in clothes. But as far as wanting a perfect body or anything like that, I'm not interested in that. There's more to life than a perfect body, and health is definitely more than that, and being happy is definitely more than that. So as far as my ultimate goal, that is it. And beyond that, whatever God puts in my path and whatever appears, I will take what comes in stride and know that it's the lesson that I'm supposed to be living and learning in my lifetime. Drinking soda while you do a video is not usually a good idea because you're going to want to burp, and that was wanting to burp there. I say that and then take another sip of soda, right? But I only have one more question, so I think we'll be good. So the last question comes from I Am the Raven, and I Am the Raven says, will you go back to doing daily vlogs, and can we look forward to a vlog-tober? I think vlog-tober is a good idea. October is my birthday month, so sure, let's go ahead and I will commit to a video every day in the month of October. I don't know how exciting they'll be. I don't know what they'll be about, but I will definitely share with you guys a video every day in the month of October. And I thank you guys. There were several people who have asked me to go back to daily vlogging, and that means a lot to me that you guys enjoy what I'm putting out and like me that well. To want to see my face every day on your computer or your phone, that means a lot to me. Some days I don't even want to see my own face, so you guys wanting to see my face means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. So that was the end of the questions. I hope I got everybody. Somebody had said they left me a couple questions and I hadn't answered them, and then I told them to ask me again, and I would I would answer the first question, but they never responded back. So if that person is watching this video, leave me a question, and my next video that I make, no matter what it'll be, I will answer your question very first before I do anything else in the video, I promise. Alright, so I will see you guys next time for another video, and I hope you guys have a good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time you're watching this. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you soon. Be the love, be the light, and do good things. Bye!